get the opportunity to share with you guys this pretty rare limited edition Seiko monster. Yes, it is a 4th gen monster. Big thanks to my, two friends. But my buddy Mark picked this up recently and is allowing me to spend a little time with it, get the video on it, and then I got to ship it off to him. So I'll do that as soon as I can. But I wanted to take this opportunity to take a closer look at the watch and definitely have you guys take a closer look at it if it's something you're possibly interested in. Most people, honestly, are probably not going to be interested in this, but it's still cool to see them. It's kind of like the camp that I land in. This is the SRPK53 K1 Movement 4R36 limited edition. 1,500 of these made. It's a Thailand release. Check out this box that it comes in. It's pretty cool, and it adds to the story of the watch. So when you open it up, boom. So after, I think I have to lift you up. After the dark rainy sky comes a beautiful shining day. So, and then there's sand here, and then just a simple box. So pretty cool box. Let's take a closer look at the watch. Before we do that, we'll cover the size. So the case shape of this thing, it kind of varies. It's like 41.5 all the way up to 42, you know, based on its shape. The lug to lug is a 49 mil drilled lugs, 13.5 millimeter thick. You can see, I believe that's sapphire crystal up top. It is chamfered and sits slightly proud of the inner part of the bezel, and then has a candy bar day-date magnifier. The red, or the Saturday will show up as blue, Sunday will show up as red, and then there is a second language, of course. Gold accents on the tail of the seconds hand, the marker surrounds, the hour hand, the crown, and the case back. So pretty interesting use of colors on this guy. They're all over the place. And that's not the first time Seiko's done that with some other watches, but definitely in the Monster series. There's some very creative, very unique colorways in the Monster limited edition series. 20 millimeter opening here, same as the older Monsters. Bracelet flares out just like the older one. It actually lines up a little bit better. They kind of like, I mean, if you compare it to like my 2nd gen, you can see they made a more cohesive, you know, it's a fitted end link. Things are just more fitted, more refined looking. Now, did that mean that the Monster was improved? Some might say so, and I could see their point of view. But the charm of the original design was that it just kind of wasn't, you know, the design, when it's done like this, it shouldn't be refined, I guess, is how I kind of looked at it. I don't dislike these, though. But by the time we got to this iteration, me personally, I had so strongly bonded with the generations that I have, the 2nd and 3rd primarily, which the 1st is essentially the same too, but that I just, you know, it's like when a new car comes out, it has to grow on you typically, otherwise you like the previous generation. It's kind of the same thing. So the bracelet flares and then comes right back to 20, but you do have a wider clasp on this system too, but it gets rid of that weird funky drop, again, that, you know, some people complained about on the older Monsters. 4 micro adjust, silly Seiko, dive extension there, of course, and I'm assuming you have pin and collar just like the old ones. 7 millimeter screw down crown, not signed, but like I said, it is done in a gold tone. And this one, I looked it up. There's a couple different names. Prospex Cloud Phenomenon is one, and then the other is the Sunshine Rainbow. And then there's another colorway that was launched at essentially the same time that is the 180 degrees out of phase of this one, where it's a black coated case and everything. And then that one's called the Storm. So this one's the Sunshine Rainbow, and then there's the Storm Rainbow. And then they have very similar use of colors. But you can see where the Cloud name comes to it with that dial. It kind of has that frost dial like we've seen in the Frost Monsters, but it also could look like a cloud. And then you have some pretty unique colors. You have that blue going around on the bezel, and of course on the minute hand, transitioning to a purple, nice good looking purple color, not really used anywhere else on the watch, but on the bezel. And then kind of like an orange markers on the chapter ring, pop of green on the Divers 200 as well as on the 2nd hand. So it's kind of all over the place, but it just works. And if you're a collector, then this is definitely going to be up your alley, which Mark is a collector. He does enjoy, he's an enthusiast, but he's also, quite frankly, a collector. So like a lot of us, will go after rare pieces, limited edition, or whole collections sort of thing. So for example, Mark also has like all of the moon swatches, you know what I mean? So that sort of thing. And he does like the Seiko Monsters. And this one, he sought after this one. I think he's either has the Storm or he wants to get the Storm. I'm not sure. Like he might chime in on the comments. But I'm just happy to see the darn thing. Because there's quite a few monsters that I have not handled. And at some point, maybe I will. But, you know, that time is also kind of past sort of thing. Even though I still enjoy them, they're not really sought after like they were, say, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Let's turn off the studio lights and check out the Lume. It should be excellent, as it is a Seiko. Look at the Lume color. So look, we have green on the old traditional, and then we have, it's not BGW9, so it's whatever Seiko's proprietary, but a nice, brilliant, more blue tone to it, but much brighter than a BGW9 would be. So well done, Seiko. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.